What if the future of cinema is not written by writers, directed by directors, or acted by actors? What if it's written by you, for you, every time you open the app?
You want to make movies, am I right?
What if Netflix does not recommend stories anymore, but generates them live, on demand, shaped by your mood, your taste, your nostalgia? Not a library of films, a mirror of your thinking. Welcome to Promptflix, the prompting AI catalog machine for films and series. Act 1, the idea. Imagine opening an app. Instead of scrolling endlessly, it asks you questions. What genre do you feel like tonight? What films shaped you? What pace? How long? What tone? Hopeful or bleak? Slow cinema or chaos? You type a prompt. A thriller like Fincher, shot like Villeneuve, starring a young Niro and a modern Zendaya with the emotional weight of the Shawshank Redemption. And it begins. A feature-length film generated in real time. Scenes rendered on the fly in a matter of minutes. Dialogue written as you watch or tailor-made by you. The story adjusts to your reactions. Pause it, rewrite it, change the ending. Not interactive like a game, personal like a dream. This is not science fiction anymore. This is the logical next step we are taking. AI video generators are getting more advanced by the minute. And even though the copyright infringements are moving faster than the laws to contain them, the technology will not stop and will continue to extend the limits of possibility. Act 2, the question. But here's the uncomfortable question. If everyone can generate the perfect film for themselves, what happens to cinema as a shared experience? What happens to the communal gasp in a dark theater? The argument on the way home in the car, the discomfort of watching something you did not choose. Does art lose its edge when it's tailored to please, or does it finally become honest? If algorithms know us better than we know ourselves, do they give us better stories or safer ones? Stories without risk, without friction, without challenge. Is Promptflix the death of taste or the end of gatekeeping? Maybe a bit of both. Act 3, the industry fear. For studios, this is terrifying. Why fund a $200 million blockbuster when audiences can generate infinite variations at home? Why take creative risks when data can predict preference? Does the role of the filmmaker disappear, or does it evolve? From director to world builder, from storyteller to architect, training models instead of casting actors, designing rules instead of scenes. Cinema might stop being a product and start becoming a system. Act 4, the creative rebellion. History tells us something interesting. When technology makes things easier, artists usually do the opposite. When digital photography arrived, film came back. When streaming dominated the screens, cinema turned more intimate, more human, more raw. Promptflix might not kill cinema, it might save it. Maybe it is the step to make more valuable individual movies, more original stories that deserve to be watched on the big screen. Because if infinite content becomes meaningless, meaning becomes rare. Theaters could become temples for the ungenerated. Films made by humans for humans. Messy, opinionated, unoptimized, independent cinema might thrive not despite of AI, but because of it, as a reaction, as resistance, as proof of soul. Maybe AI will inspire original productions to thrive and artificial algorithm remakes to be buried forever. Act 5, love or hate. Will people love Promptflix? Absolutely, it gives comfort, control, and instant gratification. Will people hate it? Also, absolutely, because it removes surprise, because it feels hollow, it feels unoriginal. The future will likely split. Personalized stories at home and collective stories in cinemas, generated dreams on screens, and human nightmares projected on walls. Promptflix is not the end of storytelling, it is a question. Do we want stories that reflect us, or stories that confront us? Do we want cinema to comfort us or to change us? Because the most important prompt might not be what you type, but what you're willing to watch without control. What are your thoughts about AI filmmaking and the social conundrums we face? Would you pay for a subscription for Promptflix, or would you stick to the current way of consuming films? Drop your comments below. I will answer all your thoughts.
All I have to do is pick up this phone right here, inform the cinema, and your plan's kaput.
Also, if you like this video, do smash that like button and subscribe for a new video every Friday talking about thinking, film, and culture. Check out this video here where I talk about the climb of parenting, which a lot of us experience. And that's a wrap for this one, but I will see you on the next one.